Hey, it's Matt here. Hope you're doing all right. So, I want to talk to you about niche within a niche within a niche. If you're interested in building some software as a service, vibe coded, using AI in 2026, then building a business is way harder than just building an app. Anybody can build an app now. It's an absolute doddle. In fact, I've got a challenge here. And in fact, it's not linked on it. It's linked down below. 21 days, 21 micro tasks, and at the end of it, you have an app, and it's super low priced. And it's an absolute no-brainer. But anybody can build a software now. But building the right software and building it as a business, that's not so easy. That still takes a certain discerning bunch of choices as a business owner. So let me tell you about this, right? So if you're looking to build some software as a service, then you don't want to be super broad with what you do. One second, I just need to pause. Okay, no, it was no big deal. I just needed to check a message. It was fine. I thought I was being too loud. I'm trying to be quiet. I didn't want to wake the baby up. So, yeah, if you're looking to build a business with AI in the SaaS space and disrupt the old dinosaur SaaS companies, take some of their pudding, I don't even think that's a saying, then you can't be going super broad. You need to go niche within a niche within a niche. Let me explain what that means with a better example, okay? So, for example, gym software. If you said, right, I'm going to create some gym software, well, what is that? What is the gym software? If you're talking about like gym software that will suit all gyms around the world, big, small, large corporate ones, independent, whether they've got PTs, whether they don't have PTs, whether they sell their own supplement range, whether they don't, whether they've got automated kind of access and gates and stuff. Like there's lots that could go into that. And in most cases for your first vibe coded app, just saying I'm going to create some gym software, albeit possible, you're going to spend months and months and months and months building it out, right? And you've got competition that really knows their craft, been building it years. It's probably too big a problem to solve for your first attempt. So if we don't go gym software, which is too big, what next? Well, the next one down, the next niche within a niche, if you like, for this example, would be maybe personal trainer software, which is a subset of gym software. So it's not the gym owner that runs a chain of gyms or an independent gym or whatever. It's maybe somebody that works within a gym, right? So that would be personal trainer software, like help them manage their clients and all that stuff, right? So that would be kind of a niche within a niche. Again, possibly already too kind of broad. So then, as an example of a niche within a niche within a niche, so almost like a micro niche, if you like, this is the sweet spot, right? It might be a personal trainer client retention and upsell tool, right? So and maybe the personal trainer software already does this, and maybe this is not a perfect example. If you know the PT space, then you might be like, well, that already does this, blah blah blah. But for example, a PT client retention and upsell tool actually like makes them more money. So the focus is on making them more money. So booking reminders, payment collection, automated renewals, workout tracking, custom meal plans, upsell supplements, right? So the focus becomes less personal training software, which could be all kinds of stuff. I've never been a personal trainer, so I don't know, but it could be all kinds of stuff related to that. And it's niching it down even further and saying, look, we're going to focus directly on client retention and upselling, and that's everything. So you could have some essentially money saving, money making app. So it's not so much about creating a great program and letting their clients track where the progress is and all that stuff. That's cool. No, this is on the money side of it, that focused on retaining clients and upselling clients. So if you've got your own supplement range, or you've got a supplement range that you had access to sell for a commission, then maybe your app could help them automatically upsell those supplements and essentially just make them more money. So your app might cost them $29 a month, but you can demonstrate a positive ROI because of the way the app works of $300 to $3,000 a month in income. So it becomes an easy sell when you can go to a PT and say, look, you can use these personal training software that's cool, and your clients have got like access to workouts and all that stuff, or you can use our tool, which actually makes you more money. We upsell them all the supplements at the right part. We sell them maybe custom meal plans. We cap payment, collect, etc. You get the idea. So don't think broad niche. Don't even think next one down. Think the next one down. So like a micro niche, if you like. So some examples here: gym owner, $1,000 a month software budget; personal trainer, $29 a month budget, but way more of them and underserved, presumably. So I don't know how many gyms there are in the world, but let's say there's 5,000 gyms in the world, and this is going to be more than that, and there's going to be 50,000. But you decide just to do US gyms, or just UK gyms, or just Dubai gyms or something. That potential market gets much smaller every time you kind of take a jump into it. But each jump you take into it makes it more relevant to the person and a more easier sell, but at the same time makes your market smaller. So in this example, personal trainers, $29 a month. There's thousands of them. I don't know if there's millions of them, but there's hundreds of thousands, if not millions of them, across the Western world or wherever you are. So potentially huge market, and if you kind of niche within a niche it, you could have something that actually really appeals to them because it does something slightly different to the way other people do, right? So competition is good. You don't want to go like, oh, there's 5 people that would buy my software, that market's too small. But also, you don't want to try and appeal to everybody. Anybody that ever goes to a gym anywhere in the world, that's too broad. So you've got to kind of balance it right, depending on your niche and depending on your objectives. But I do like B2B rather than B2C. If you're trying to generate a 5, 10, 20k a month business, then B2B is the way to go. But a personal trainer is a business. So you could create them a software tool that helps them run their business, or even better, helps them make more money in their business. Like if your tool's $29, like I say, and you can demonstrate a positive ROI in their business of $300, like 10 times the money, then that becomes a no-brainer. But what if it's, I don't know, 20 times, 30 times, 50 times what they pay for it that they get back? You know, if you can demonstrate it makes them an extra 3k per month, say, and I don't know if it could, but let's say it did, 3k per month, and it was costing $29 a month, it becomes an absolute no-brainer, and that would probably spread like wildfire. If you're interested in building a software as a service business and you would like my help doing it, I've done over $23 million online and over $12 million in the software as a service space, then you can apply for a mentorship with me. I only ever take maximum 3 clients, new clients per month. So I do not spread myself thin, but you can apply for a one-to-one mentorship with me at mattwebley.com/work with Matt. And we cover all this stuff in the mentorship and everything else from A to Z, from start to finish, how to come up with an idea, how to plan that idea, how to build that idea, even though you're a no code, no tech, no AI person, you're just a human being that wants to build a SaaS business. That's possible now, especially with my help. So we build it, and then we can create a sales process that gives away free trials, no rejection, no sales calls or anything like that. It's just a page that gives away free trials, and then we fire people at it, and I talk you through the strategies and help implement the strategies for you to create active and passive, organic and minimal paid traffic flows into your sales page that gives away free trials. Some of them recur, and over time they compound as people stay month after month. If you're interested in building a business like this, you don't have an idea, that's okay. That's what we go through. I help you come up with an idea with you, and we take all this into account and everything else, A to Z. If you're interested, you can book a call to chat to me and see if we're a good fit to work together. Anyway, thanks for watching. Hopefully this helped you think about niches within a niches in your market. And if you're interested in learning more about SaaS stuff, then subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.